up? What's up? What's up?
Welcome to Talks with Tay. Featuring healing.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode, a special episode, a birthday episode on Talks with Tay. I'm your host, Taylor, also known as Tay, also known as T. It does not really matter to me. I'm so excited to be here celebrating another birthday, another year, 24. 24. I thought it would be a good idea to have a birthday episode, just to talk some things, you know, some things leading up to my birthday, how I felt on my birthday, how I'm feeling, now. And if there's any difference, do I feel any difference now being a year older, 24 years on this earth? I've experienced some high highs, I've experienced some low lows, but I'm still here. And that in itself is a blessing. So we here on Talks with Tay, we talk about anything and everything, the things that make us heal, the things that make us grow, the things that make us cry, the things that a lot of people don't want to talk about. We're going to talk about it all here. We're doing all things growing, maturing, evolving. We're going to be better people for ourselves, for those around us, and ultimately walk into who we are called to be. So I'm excited and let's get right into it. Leading up to my birthday, keep it a buck, I was not excited. I was not, in the birthday spirit. Wasn't feeling any joy surrounding the day. But one in particular conversation, like it just came out. The answer wasn't brewing. It just came out. It was just like, I just feel like I don't have anything to look forward to. And as soon as that came out of my mouth, I was just like, Taylor, you sound super negative and you really need to figure out how to get over this and how to get to yourself, because I was just like, that was super negative. I'm not a negative person. Um and I was just like, this is not you at all. Like, get it together. Um and then it was also of the fact that, I'm 24. I had what I had in mind at this time of my life is definitely not what's happening. I expected to be in a different place. I expected to be doing something totally different. And just with another year, coming, it felt like another year that I'm not where I want to be. So all of that brewing. And then I know the day of my birthday, I woke up and I was just like, no, no, no. Midnight, midnight of my birthday. One, I was about to go to sleep. I was like, yo, I'm tired. So I'm trying to make it to 12. I made it to 12 and it was just like, well, I'm up. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Taylor. um, and then I went to sleep. Like nothing spectacular. Like I don't know. I was feeling like maybe I'll have a spark when it hits 12. Maybe I'll have some excitement. Maybe some joy will stir up. Maybe God will touch me or fill the room that something, maybe something will change when that day hits. In that moment, I didn't feel anything. I was just like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'll wake up. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to make an effort. I'm going to make an effort to start this year right. you know. So I woke up, I prayed, I was just like, God, I need something different this year. I need something to shake. Like I can't keep feeling like this. I need something more. I need something to look forward to. I need to be better. So, I was like, I'm gonna put in an effort. So, like, all right, we're gonna get up today, we're gonna go out, we're gonna do some self-care, um, get this thing rolling. And I don't know. It was just so hard this day. It was so hard to get myself together to leave the crib. Um, and I was just like, God, like, come on, like, come on, like, I need help. It's my birthday. Um, but yeah, I just could not shake it. I was having such a rough morning. Um, it just wasn't going how I wanted it to go. Shoot, I cried, definitely cried on my birthday. Having conversations with certain people, it was just like, yo, you've done a lot of things that some 23 turning 24-year-olds have not done. And I'm just like, what? What have I done? And I think sometimes we skip over the things that we can't necessarily see with our own eyes, but then, I had to have a real conversation with myself. I had to, you know, go back and look at the things that I've been through, the things that I've overcome, the things that I no longer do, the things that I now do. And it's just like, wait, Taylor, you have grown, you have matured, you have done some things. And I think something that really kind of sparked a little bit in me were the messages that I received on my birthday. People just saying how I've helped them, or literally just how my life, looking at my life, has been inspiring to them or has touched them in some type of way. I think, you know, there were about two or three that really was just like, wow, thank you. Thank you. You don't know how much I needed to read that or hear that. And it was just like, all right, all right, T, it's time to get it together. I don't know how you gonna get out of this. I don't know what you gonna do. Sure, but you gotta do something. So the effort started to become more. Getting out of the bed, although I don't want to. Getting outside, although I don't want to. You gotta do something because there are people depending on you. And not just so people can tug on me, but I believe, as I move on, as I go further, you know, what I say, what I do, who I come in contact with, who I encounter, it can be life changing to them and to me. What I'm very big on being intentional, having intentional conversations, crossing paths that I may not have seen, but something intentional came out of it, because God is intentional. Things don't just happen just to happen. He doesn't allow things just because. He's an intentional God. So I'm like, it's time to to figure this out. So being that I turned 24, I was just like, all right, Taylor, you need to come up with 24 things that you are either grateful for, things that you've learned, positive, and it all has to be positive, right? So I haven't come up with all of them. So let's see if I can do it right now. And I want you guys to do the same. So after I do mine, I got something special for you guys. So stay tuned. Um, so the first thing, I was talking to my cousin. She asked me something, and I can remember my first answer was just like, worship is extremely important. I don't know why that was the first thing that came to mind, but I was so serious because I remember a time where I was so deep in worship. Not just, the hour that you spend or the few minutes that you spend. It was like a 24/7 thing. I was doing something to honor God. I was just in his presence all the time, even at work. It was just like I was doing what I needed to do, but I was like in his presence. And it is the best I've ever felt, where everything could be falling apart around me, but I'm okay because I'm in his presence, because I was just worshiping all the time. And worship doesn't always, look like, I guess, what we think it would look like, where you're on your knees, or crying, or saying sweet things to him. But everything that I was doing was honoring him, down to how I was interacting with the kids at my job. I was just like, I want them to see the God in me. And I don't have to say anything, but by my actions, you know, being intentional and taking care of my body, so that, I can be healthy, so that I treat it with respect, the body that God has given me. It was everything. I was just being super intentional with the things that I eat, with the things that I listen to, with the people that I bring in my circle. I was so intentional, and I saw the fruit of it. You know, my attitude was better. I felt better. You know, when I would get around people, the energy would be great. I it was just, I just felt good. And then obviously my relationship with God was awesome. Like, so that's something that I think that was real big for me the past year. Worship is everything. Everything. I know we talk about praise and being thankful, but your worship, because I think worship is not about you. Now, praise and gratitude and being thankful, all of that is extremely important. But there's something about worship where the lens is not on you. It has nothing to do with you. And that's crazy how something that has nothing to do with me could make me feel so much better. Worship is literally, the focus is all on God, about how great he is, how sovereign he is, how awesome he is, how he alone can only be in his place. Like, even talking about it now, like, worship is everything. And I think something else that I learned was, the people you have around you matter. And I knew it mattered, but I also dived into my relationships, and really, all of them bear fruit. There is not a relationship that I can think of right now where I'm just like, I don't know what we're doing here. Maybe there's one or two. But even being conscious of those, just like, you're not a bad person, but there's something off about this relationship. But then also going to the other relationships that I have, it's just like, wow, I'm grateful for you. And I think being in the place that I've been in, not such a good place, there's certain people who have, been consistent, even though I haven't been. It's just like, wow, Taylor, you need to take a step back. And every time you feel like you're alone, think of these moments of the people who did not throw you away, even though you wanted to, you know, throw him away. Keep it bug. And not because of them, but just because you did not want to be bothered. So a third thing, what's a third thing? Even though I have not been consistent, and I was this close. I probably did to giving up. God still did not give up on me. Because me even making that tiny bit of effort, he already got the ball rolling. And I think one time I said, He does not even need you to meet him halfway. He just needs you to take a step. I took a baby step and he started working. I know he was already working, but now I could see it and I could feel it. Or I may not be where I thought I would be at 24, but I'm right where I need to be. I don't know if this is 5 or 6. I'm gonna just name stuff. I've been put in a place to bridge things together. And I mean that in more ways than one. So, something I truly I believe is that I was born to stand in a gap, and being an intercessor, praying for people. Strongly believe that. But as I dive deeper into standing in the gap, it's just like I feel that for me. I see that for me. It's happening. Bridging gaps, between people, between things. I think one thing, uh, this is me being extremely vulnerable and transparent with you guys because I promise to do it. Bridging some of my family gaps. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I feel strongly, like it's strong on me. I don't know why, because I didn't care before. And then bridging gaps in the church, you know, that some things that, religious people may not, could get with or whatever. And then some things that the more relaxed people can get with. I feel strong about bridging that and not saying that anybody's wrong or somebody's more right than the other, but bridging it together to make something awesome. I feel like it would be explosive, and not compromising what we stand for and compromising what we believe, but bridging together. Um, Bridging together creatives. How can the how can all the creatives come together and create something crazy? So that'll lead me to my next thing. The I'm just literally the other day I was just like, oh, I'm a creative. I started off in music. That was my start, but I think I had to start there to see what else I could do. And not to big up myself. I can do a lot of things. So growing up, it was just music and basketball. But musically, every instrument that I picked up, I was able to get like that. Um, and then growing, being in music, it led me to other stuff. So now I'm into graphics. Now I'm into production. I'm into writing music wise. I'm into these things. I'm just like, wow. Another thing, I'm a nice person now. And I know that that may be, kind of surface level to you. I used to be real mean, and it's still there. And I think even being in this place, it's been trying to come up out of me. I'm just like, I'm super nice now and I'm super calm. Like somebody can do something, I'm just like, it will not move me. And I realized literally yesterday, somebody was getting a little out of hand. I was just like myself like, it's all right. Everything's fine. Whereas I think 2 weeks ago, somebody got a little crazy with my dad, and he was about to get snuffed. Just like, I don't care that you're a big dude, you can get snuffed. But being in the place that I was in, I had a moment. I'm just like, Taylor, that's not who you are anymore. So that was also a red flag that you need to get it together. But I know I'm getting it together because yesterday it's all right. It's all right. Everything's fine. We're good. Let's do it. Another thing is dreaming. My dreams are becoming more unbelievable. And I mentioned to you guys, dream. God was telling me over and over, dream again, dream again, dream again. Man, my dreams are just. I saw somebody said something, delusional dreams. The fact that my dreams are, to me, they're delusional. Like, how in the world am I gonna do that? I never used to be like that. I am a realistic individual. Like, if it don't make sense, I'm not doing it. If it does not make sense, I'm telling you that does not make any sense. I am presenting you with all the facts. I'm presenting you with the pros. I'm presenting you with the cons. I am a logical individual. So even the fact that I'm dreaming, just like, I'm trying to be the DJ Khaled of gospel or Christian music, whatever you want to say. I am trying to have songs in every genre, and they all be good songs. Actually, like, not just throwing out anything. I'm trying to write for the greats. It's like there's so much I want to do. The other day I was just like, I think I'm gonna start a clothing line. I never I never thought about that. But when I say bridging gaps, starting programs for kids for free, but still have quality materials and quality mentors and just quality things. Because, people be like a free, 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 and the stuff be trash. Like, there's so many things I want to do. I still want to coach. And sometimes I wonder, Taylor, how are you going to do all this? I still want to go back to school. So I look at all these things that I can do that I want to do, and sometimes I it's just like, Taylor, how you gonna do all that? It's not enough hours in the day, and you want a husband and a family. How are you gonna do all that? So I think about these things, and I don't know, the fact that I can even dream about it and feel like it's far out of my reach, but I don't feel like it's impossible. So even coming into that, it's just like, that's growth for me. So I'm being intentional with my thinking, just like, Taylor, you've grown a lot. There's a lot of things you have growing for yourself. I haven't even mentioned, ministry and what God has called me to do. I'm kind of still like on the fence of saying it out loud. Like, especially to the world. I don't know, like, seeing other people seeing me that way, and me seeing myself that way, like, sometimes just like, that's crazy. So, but even ministry, I'm just like, you want to do all that and then ministry, which all of this is my ministry. But I mean, y'all know what I mean. Like, how? But I'm just like, I believe that it's going to happen. I believe that all of it is going to happen. So, with all that being said, I hope this encourages anybody to know that you may not be where you thought you were, but I guarantee you, you are better today than you were yesterday. You are better this year than you were last year. You are way better this year than you were 5, 10 years ago. You are way better. You got this. Keep going. It won't always be like this. One day you're going to wake up and just be amazed at the things that you have going for yourself, at the things that you have accomplished, at the lives that you've changed. One day you're going to wake up and be amazed. And me, I strongly believe that one day, and I really believe that it won't be long from now. And for me to even say that, I didn't believe that last week, but today I do. That it's not going to be much longer that I wake up and that I'm in what I dreamed of, that I'm living a dream, that my dreams are becoming a reality. And that's crazy. Last week, I did not believe that. But today, I strongly believe that I am going to wake up and like it's just going to be brand new. And I believe that for me, and I believe that for you. Take that step, take that leap. It does not have to be a big step. I told you, I took the smallest step possible. And I can honestly, my life has probably changed. I may not see it, but the fact that my mindset is changed, my attitude is changing. And like I'm not out of the woods yet. I'm not fully out of the woods yet. I still have rough days, I still have rough moments. I'm still working through this thing. I'm still, working through the depression. And I think this is probably the first time you guys are hearing it. I'm still working through it. You know, but the fact that I can dream and believe, that's a big step for me. So something that was strongly on me, um, I want to bless somebody's cash app. It may be one person, it may be two people, maybe three people. I don't know, but I feel like strongly I'm gonna bless somebody's cash app. So I'm going to post on Instagram. So go to my Instagram, Taylor, TAYLOR __ DeBerry, DEBERRY. It's gonna be in the description. It's not gonna be hard to find. Go to my Instagram. When you see this video, comment under it. Comment a dream that you have. That's the one. Comment the biggest dream that you have, that you feel like it's out of your reach, something only God can do. Comment your biggest dream. And I'm literally just going to choose somebody randomly and I'm going to bless your cash app. So, I ain't going to tell you to do nothing special now. Obviously, yes, I would like for you to subscribe. I would like for you to like this video, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, tell your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband. Tell everybody. Absolutely. But there's going to be a post on Instagram. Comment, spam it, and I'm going to pick somebody and I'm going to bless your cash app. I'm not the richest person yet, but I want to encourage somebody to keep going. I want to encourage somebody that it looks dark right now, but there's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm a big believer in that. I didn't see the light. I didn't see the light a week ago. Honestly, I did not see the light. I could not see the dimmest light. But now the light is there. Maybe dim right now, but I believe it's going to get brighter. So, like, comment, share, subscribe, and We're going to be better. I'm excited about this platform. I'm excited about Talks with Tay. I'm excited about the conversations we're going to have. I'm excited about the guests that we're going to have. I'm excited about the testimonies we're going to hear. I'm excited about the relationships we're going to build. I'm excited about the dreams that are going to become realities. I'm super excited. And as you all know, always want to end our conversations with a conversation with God, because as I said, I was born to stand in the gap. I cannot get away from I cannot get away from it. So, with that being said, Father God, we thank you for this conversation. We thank you for this platform. We thank you that dreams are becoming realities. We thank you for your sovereignty. We thank you for being patient with us. We thank you for being consistent, even when we weren't, God. This episode, we want to show our gratitude. We want to thank you for being you and being in control. Sometimes we get bent out of shape because we can't control what's going on around us, and we feel like we can't catch a grip. But God, we thank you that you never lose your grip, you never lose your control, you never get caught off guard, you never lose your grip. And we thank you for that, God. We ask that you continue to show your grace and your mercy, God, and may somebody know that you are able to make their dreams a reality. You are able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that we could ask or think. That is going to be our declaration for the next few episodes on Talks with Tay, that you will do exceedingly and abundantly above all that we could ever ask or think. That means you'll go beyond our wildest dreams. So, God, may somebody know that you love them. May somebody know that you have purpose for them. May somebody know that they are better today than they were before. No ifs, ands, buts, or maybes about it. God, we thank you for it and we honor you for it. And we just glorify you. Amen. Y'all, I feel good. It's been a while that I felt this good. I feel good. So, listen, let's keep working. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep hustling, because it's not, the stuff just ain't gonna just come to us. We gotta hustle. You know, I believe, God gonna do it, but we gotta get to work. So, like I said, somebody's cash app is finna get blessed. Go to my Instagram, comment, follow, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. So I appreciate you guys for joining me, rocking with me, and together we're going to grow, we're going to heal, we're going to evolve, and we're going to be our best selves. So until next time, we out.